How's it going, everybody? Alright, so last character for this round of testing grounds, Warlord. He obviously didn't receive nearly as many changes as the other two, and also not nearly enough to make him significantly better. As the changes are so few, I'll try and talk about a few things at the end that I'd like to see changed that also wouldn't require all that much work. Well, I think at least, not like I know anything about game development. But let's get started. The light attacks, damage increase on the openers and nerf on the top finisher, more range, and the property most will have noticed enhanced, which means the lights aren't stopped by a normal block and you can continue your chain. But in the end, these are still 500 millisecond lights that should be blockable on reaction by most players. So I mean, yeah, sure, you have easy access to your combo attacks now, but those are also just normal attacks. There isn't really any pressure. There are no soft feints, no unblockables or anything. You can't just sit there and take a bit of chip damage. While nice to have, this won't make a significant difference in the grand scheme of things. Same goes for the earlier hype armor on his combo heavies. Literally the only thing I can come up with where the Warlord benefits from this are against deflects. Previously, if the assassin buffered the deflect input, you would interrupt the Warlord throwing the chain heavy. That's no longer the case, the Warlord will now always trade. I think that makes it pretty clear what Heavies' stance is in regards to hype armor beating deflects. I hope that puts a stop to the constant demands for deflects to interrupt hype armor. Think before you deflect. Next change was to his full block light, adjusted the tracking on the stab, whatever that means exactly. Basically the thing is unblockable now, no more blocking it. I mean, it's a nice change, but let's be honest, Warlord's full block is sadly not up to par with any of the others. It's by far the weakest of them all. And that's also a point I want to start with for future changes. There needs to be more to that move. I don't want to copy any of the others, but I'd like to see it like a hybrid between Blade Blockade and Bulwark stance. With that I mean that the Warlord should be able to use the full block mid-chain and also use it as a recovery cancel for his attacks. That would fit in with the theme the devs seem to be going with for him, continuous offense that can't be easily interrupted. This would let him continue his chain as long as he has stamina. The move obviously still has guard break vulnerability, so there is still some risk involved if you mindlessly flow into it all the time. And one other change, as it stands right now, you cannot headbutt directly out of the full block. You need to dodge and then perform it. This makes the move 600 milliseconds. I'd love for it to be similar to Shaolin's kick. Let Warlord headbutt directly out of it, making it a 500 millisecond bash, which should make it unreactable offense to most people. Both of these changes shouldn't require all too many new animations, mostly just blending, so I think these should be doable. And one more thing, which I honestly don't know how to approach without being overly generic. Warlord needs to have some sort of out of stamina pressure. As it is right now, the worst scenario is that you eat a headbutt or two. Warlord literally has nothing that forces you to do something that he can punish. Yubi took away the crashing charge and they made it clear what they think of out of lock pressure. So that one's not coming back, it will stay rather useless in any 1v1 scenario. And the other options, like an unblockable attack and whatnot, do feel rather generic. And I doubt we'll see a completely new move, so if anyone can come up with how to utilize parts of his already existing kit to achieve this, then feel free to share it. So yeah, let me know. I hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters, everybody.
Alle Kinder.